Breaking news on the economy.
The Federal Reserve just announced another cut to interest rates by 0.25 percentage point. It is the second consecutive cut from the central bank, but it is the first since the government shutdown, which means the Fed had to make this decision without fresh economic data.
Joining us now is NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans. Christine, we're just getting this news in right now. Talk about the decision. What are the biggest impacts this could have?
So the Fed has been concerned about a slowing job market. And so the Fed saying that it is going to cut interest rates here by 0.25 point. Again, this is the second rate cut this year. That nudges this benchmark interest rate down just a little bit more. So two in a row now. We had a cut in September and a cut again here today. The Fed will meet one more time before the end of the year in December. And there are expectations the Fed may actually do a third cut before the end of the year. We'll get more clarity from the Fed chief when he speaks in just a little bit.
So the second cut of the year, but the first since this government shutdown began.
That's right.
What does this tell us about the state of the economy?
Well, it's interesting. We're in a data fog here. We heard about CPI, the Consumer Price Index, and inflation gauge last week. It was 3%, still a little too hot, a little too high for the Fed to like. But we have seen these job cuts across the economy in the past days and weeks. We don't have an official jobless rate because the government shut down, so they're not figuring out that data. But clearly the Fed, the people at the Federal Reserve, are closely watching all the economic indicators that they're getting and private sector economic indicators so that they can try to gauge what's happening overall.
And Christine, the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, is expected to speak in, about a half an hour from now. What are we going to be listening for?
What does he say about the jobs market? I'm sure he will be asked about artificial intelligence. You've seen those headlines this week of so many job cuts. Amazon has some job cuts, UPS, Target, Intel, a lot of other companies in the past weeks and months have been cutting jobs for a variety of reasons, not just because of artificial intelligence. So what will he say about the job market and the risks to the job market overall?
Christine Romans with us. Thank you.
Great to see you guys.
Thank you.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.